Most women have been taught a dangerous idea about attraction, that if they give more, do more, help more, support more, and sacrifice more, a man will naturally value them more. But that's not how attraction works. A woman can be incredibly helpful, incredibly loyal, and incredibly available, and still find herself wondering why the man she wants won't fully commit. Because what creates emotional attachment is often very different from what creates convenience. Today, we're diving into the psychology of what men truly value in relationships, and why some women become unforgettable while others get taken for granted. Welcome to the Attraction Code, where we decode the hidden psychology behind attraction, obsession, and relationships. By the end of this video, you'll understand 8 powerful psychological principles that explain why some women naturally inspire commitment, emotional investment, and devotion, and why doing more is not always the answer. Listen carefully, and you too can put these principles into practice and make him fall in love with you in a matter of days. Principle number 1, he connects to your heart, not your resume. One of the biggest misconceptions in dating is believing that a man falls in love because of everything you do for him. The reality is that people connect emotionally before they connect logically. A man may appreciate your help. He may appreciate your support. He may appreciate your generosity. But what creates emotional intimacy is your humanity, your warmth, your vulnerability, your authenticity. Think about the people you felt closest to in your own life. It probably wasn't because they solved all your problems. It was because they allowed you to see who they really were. Real connection begins when people stop performing and start being genuine. Ironically, trying too hard to appear perfect often creates distance. Authenticity creates closeness. Principle number 2, peace is more attractive than performance. Many women spend enormous amounts of energy trying to become the perfect woman, the perfect texter, the perfect girlfriend, the perfect everything. They try so hard to impress the man they like. They put a lot of effort into being attractive, intelligent, and a good girl. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with trying to become the best version of yourself. But if you're doing it solely to impress a man, it will eventually backfire. Attraction is not created by perfection. It's created by emotional comfort. Men are naturally drawn toward those women who make them feel relaxed, grounded, accepted, and safe. Constantly trying to earn someone's approval creates tension. Being comfortable with yourself creates magnetism. Confidence isn't saying, "Look how amazing I am." Confidence is saying, "I know my value even when nobody is validating it." And that energy changes everything because people can feel the difference between someone who is trying to impress them and someone who genuinely likes themselves. Principle number 3, receiving creates investment. One of the most misunderstood concepts in attraction is investment. People often assume that whoever gives the most becomes the most valuable, but psychologically, investment often works the opposite way. The more effort people willingly invest into something, the more attached they become to it. This is why people value goals they've worked for. It's why people treasure things they've earned, and it's why attraction often grows when both people contribute. If one person is doing all the planning, all the initiating, all the effort, and all the emotional labor, the relationship becomes unbalanced. Healthy attraction requires space for both people to invest, because investment creates attachment, and attachment creates value. Principle number 4, appreciation is more powerful than accommodation. Many women believe that making a man's life easier will automatically make him value them more. Sometimes it does, but not nearly as much as appreciation does. People want to feel that their efforts matter. They want to feel seen. They want to feel that they positively impact someone else's life. Instead of simply saying, "Thanks," try expressing how his effort affected you. For example, "That meant a lot to me. I really appreciated that. You made my day easier." Those kinds of statements create emotional significance, and significance is one of the foundations of attachment. Principle number 5, standards create attraction. One of the most attractive qualities in any person is self-respect. Not arrogance, not games, not emotional unavailability, self-respect. Many women fear that expressing standards will push a man away, but healthy standards actually create clarity. They communicate, "This is how I expect to be treated." The strongest attraction often exists when warmth and standards coexist. You can be kind without being a pushover. You can be loving without abandoning your boundaries. And you can be interested without chasing. That's a powerful combination. And speaking of attraction, if you're currently trying to rebuild connection with someone you deeply care about, or you're hoping to reignite attraction with a specific person, I've included a resource in the description that explains the most scientific validated technique for getting your ex back in your arms in less than 5 minutes. Many women have reported that it completely changed things with their men. even when they thought their situation was hopeless. Finish watching this video and then click the link in the description. Now let's continue. Principle number 6. Being useful isn't the same as being valuable. This is a difficult truth. A person can enjoy everything you do for them without truly valuing you. Why? Because usefulness and emotional connection are not the same thing. Someone may enjoy your help, your availability, your support, but emotional attraction comes from who you are, not just what you provide. The healthiest relationships aren't built on one person constantly proving their worth. They're built on mutual appreciation. The goal is not to become indispensable through effort. The goal is to become irreplaceable through connection. Principle number 7. Convenience is not chemistry. Another common mistake is confusing comfort with attraction. Being available 24/7 may create convenience, but convenience alone does not create desire. Attraction thrives when two people have their own lives, goals, passions, and identities. People become more interesting when they are fully engaged in their own lives, not because they're playing hard to get, but because they genuinely have a life they enjoy. The most attractive energy often comes from someone who is fulfilled with or without a relationship, because that person brings abundance instead of neediness. Principle number 8. The right man will rise to meet your standards. Perhaps the most important lesson of all is this. You cannot force someone to value you. You can only observe whether they do. A man who genuinely sees your value will move toward you. He will invest. He will show effort. He will create consistency. Not perfectly, but progressively. The question isn't, how do I make him value me? The question is he showing signs that he already does? That's a completely different mindset, and it's one that protects your self-worth while allowing healthy relationships to develop naturally. So what's the biggest takeaway from this video? Men don't become deeply attached because you constantly give more. They become attached through emotional connection, through appreciation, through shared investment, through authenticity, through standards, and through the feeling that being with you adds something meaningful to their life. The women who inspire the strongest attraction aren't necessarily the women doing the most. They're often the women who know their value, communicate it clearly, and allow a relationship to develop from mutual effort rather than overgiving. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe now and let me know in the comments. Which of these 8 principles do you think women struggle with the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.